If your hands and feet feel like they're being stabbed with 1,000 tiny needles, I need you to stop what you're doing and listen carefully. What I'm about to share helped one of my patients regain feeling in her fingers in just 14 days using something widely available and surprisingly affordable. But here's what terrifies me. If you ignore this tingling and numbness, you're not just dealing with discomfort, you're risking permanent nerve damage that can lead to devastating falls, complete loss of sensation in your extremities, and a dramatic decline in your independence. The good news is that catching this now means you can reverse it, and I'm going to show you exactly how. I'm Dr. Alan Mandel, and over the years I've dedicated myself to helping people over 60 reclaim their health and vitality. Today I'm going to reveal exactly which vitamin your nerves are desperately crying out for, why it works so powerfully, how much you need to take, and the critical mistakes most seniors make that prevent them from getting results. Before we go any further, drop a comment below telling me your age and what country you're watching from. I love connecting with our community around the world, and your engagement helps me create content that truly matters to you. Now, I want you to ask yourself if you're experiencing any of these warning signs. Do your hands or feet tingle when you're trying to sleep at night? Do you have trouble feeling hot or cold water when you turn on the tap? Are buttons becoming harder to fasten even though your hands look perfectly fine? Do you feel unsteady when walking, like you're not quite sure where your feet are landing? Or maybe you've noticed that burning sensation in your feet that just won't go away no matter what you do. If you said yes to even one of these symptoms, your nerves are sending you an urgent distress signal that you cannot afford to ignore. Let me explain what's actually happening inside your body right now, because understanding this will change everything. Your nerves are like electrical wires running throughout your entire body, sending messages from your brain to your fingers, your toes, everywhere. But here's the problem that nobody talks about. These nerves are covered in a protective coating, almost like the plastic insulation on an electrical cord. As we age, especially after 60, our body's ability to maintain this protective coating decreases walking on socks, a real patient story, dramatically. When that coating breaks down, your nerves become damaged, exposed, and start misfiring wildly. That's exactly what causes the tingling, the numbness, and that terrible burning pain that keeps you up at night. Now, here's where it gets interesting, and this is information that could genuinely change your life. There's one specific vitamin that your body absolutely needs to repair and maintain that protective nerve coating. Without it, your nerves simply cannot heal no matter what else you do. With it, you can actually reverse the damage that's already occurred. I'm talking about vitamin B1, also called thiamine. And this isn't just another supplement trend or marketing hype. In my practice, I've seen remarkable transformations. I've watched people who couldn't hold a coffee cup without dropping it regain full hand strength and coordination. I've seen patients who couldn't feel their feet when walking become steady and confident again, able to go for walks without fear. I've witnessed people who thought their best days were behind them get back to gardening, cooking, and even dancing. These aren't rare exceptions or lucky cases. This happens regularly when people address their B1 deficiency properly. The truth is, your body is incredibly resilient and wants to heal itself. Your nerves are designed to repair themselves when given the right support. They're not broken beyond repair, they just need the right fuel. And B1 is that essential fuel. Think about it like this. If you had a car and never put oil in the engine, eventually it would break down completely. The parts would grind together, wear down, and stop working. Well, B1 is like oil for your nervous system. It keeps everything running smoothly, protects those delicate nerve fibers, and helps messages travel from your brain to every part of your body without interference or static. When you don't have enough B1, it's like running your nervous system on empty. The messages get garbled and confused. The signals misfire randomly. You get that pins and needles sensation that drives you crazy. Your hands feel numb when you're trying to do simple tasks. Your feet feel like they're not even there, like you're walking on thick socks all the time. Walking becomes frightening because you can't feel where your feet are landing. You start bumping into things because your body's internal GPS system is scrambled. But when you give your body how your nerves actually become damaged the B1 it desperately needs. The healing process can begin almost immediately. Your body starts rebuilding that protective coating around your nerves. The signals start traveling clearly again without static or interference. The numbness begins to fade week by week. Patients describe it as feeling like themselves again for the first time in years, like someone finally turned the lights back on after being in darkness. Now, you might be thinking that you probably get enough B1 from your diet because you eat healthy and take care of yourself. Here's the shocking truth that most doctors never mention. Many adults over 60 are deficient in B1, and most don't even know it until the nerve damage becomes severe. Studies show that up to 1/3 of older adults don't get enough B1 from their diet alone. And the numbers get dramatically worse if you're taking certain common medications. Why does this happen? There are 3 reasons that nobody talks about, and understanding these could save you years of unnecessary suffering. First, as we age, our stomach produces less acid, which means we can't absorb B1 from food as efficiently as we did when we were younger. Even if you're eating all the right foods in perfect amounts, your body might only be absorbing a tiny fraction of the B1 they contain. A healthy 30-year-old might absorb 60 or 70% of the B1 from their food, but after 60, that can drop to 20 or 30%. Same food, same portion size, but your body just can't extract and use it anymore. Second, many common medications actively block B1 absorption or deplete your body's reserves. If you're taking medications for diabetes, particularly metformin or water pills for blood pressure, those can drain your B1 levels dramatically over time. Some heartburn medications do the same thing silently. These medications help one problem but create another one that nobody warns you about. I've seen patients on these medications for 10 or 15 years with nobody ever checking their B1 levels. They develop nerve damage slowly over time, and everyone just assumes it's normal aging when it's actually a fixable vitamin deficiency. Third, even if you're eating B1-rich foods like whole grains, beans, and lean pork, modern food processing strips B1 out of most foods, white bread, white rice, processed foods, they're essentially empty of B1. Your body is working hard, but getting almost nothing in return. Let me share a real example that illustrates this perfectly. I had a patient named Robert who was 71 years old and very health conscious. He walked every day, ate plenty of the one vitamin for nerve repair, not ordinary B1 vegetables, and avoided junk food. He did everything doctors tell you to do, but he came to me complaining about numbness in his feet that was getting progressively worse. He said it felt like walking on thick socks constantly. He couldn't feel the pedals when he drove his car. He was terrified he might have diabetes complications or serious circulation problems. We ran comprehensive blood work and his B1 levels were dangerously low. When I asked about his medications, he was taking a diabetes pill and a water pill that he'd been on for years. Those medications had been quietly draining his B1 reserves all that time, and nobody had ever warned him or checked his levels. We started him on B1 supplementation right away. Within 3 weeks, he called me almost in tears of joy. He said he could feel his feet again, feel the ground when he walked, feel the gas pedal in his car. He felt stable and confident for the first time in months. He told me it was like someone turned the lights back on in his body. That's when I realized how many people are suffering needlessly, walking around with low B1, experiencing progressive nerve damage, and nobody's connecting the simple dots. They just keep suffering, thinking it's inevitable aging when there's a straightforward solution right in front of them. If you're over 60 and experiencing any kind of tingling, numbness, burning, or weakness in your hands or feet, you need to understand that every day that passes with low B1, your nerves are suffering more damage. Early damage can be reversed quickly within weeks. Long-term damage takes months and sometimes cannot be fully reversed. Time matters here more than you realize. Here's something else that's critically important. Low B1 doesn't just affect your nerves, it affects your energy levels, your mood, your memory, and your balance. Some people feel constantly exhausted and blame it on age when they just need more B1. Some people feel foggy and forgetful, and and worry about dementia when they simply need this one essential vitamin. Now let me tell you exactly what you need to do. Pay close attention because the details really matter here, and getting this right makes all the difference between success and disappointment. Step 1, get the right form of B1. Not all B1 supplements are created equal, and this is absolutely crucial. You need to look for one specific form called Benfotiamine. Regular thiamine gets broken down quickly in your stomach before it can help your nerves effectively. But Benfotiamine stays in your body much longer and works significantly better for nerve repair. It's specially designed to reach your nerves where they need it most. When you go to the store or shop online, pick up that bottle and read the label carefully. Look for the word Benfotiamine, why you're deficient in medications that make it worse, spelled Benfotiamine. If it just says thiamine without being specific about the form, it will still provide some help, but Benfotiamine is far more powerful for nerve healing. Don't cheap out on this. Your nerves deserve the best possible support. Step 2, get the right dosage amount. For nerve repair, I recommend between 150 and 300 milliliters of Benfotiamine daily. That's the therapeutic dose for healing damaged nerves effectively. Here's the good news. B1 is water soluble, which means your body only keeps what it needs and safely eliminates the rest through your urine. You cannot take too much. There has never been a documented case of B1 overdose. If your deficiency is severe or your symptoms are intense, start with 300 milligram. If your symptoms are mild, 150 might be sufficient, but most people over 60 with noticeable nerve symptoms need the full 300 mic shower to see meaningful results. Step 3, take it at the right time every single day. Take your B1 in the morning with breakfast, never on an empty stomach. B1 provides energy, so morning is best. If you take it at night, it might interfere with your sleep. Take it with a meal that has a little healthy fat in it, like eggs, avocado, or nuts, because the fat helps your body absorb it better. Put the bottle right next to your coffee maker or breakfast plate so it's impossible to forget. Make it part of your morning routine, like brushing your teeth. Set a phone reminder if you need to, because consistency is absolutely everything here. You need to take it every single day without fail. Your body uses B1 constantly throughout the day and night. If you only take it sporadically, you'll get sporadic results. Miss 3 or 4 days and your progress slows down or even reverses. Think of it like watering a plant. One big watering session doesn't keep it alive for a month. It needs consistent daily care. Now here's what you can actually expect when you start taking B1 properly with the right form and right dose. During week 1, you might notice increased energy before any nerve changes become apparent. Many patients tell me they feel less foggy mentally within just a few days. Their brain feels clearer and sharper. They wake up feeling more refreshed instead of dragging through the morning in a haze. Week 2 is when many patients start feeling the first hints of nerve improvement. Maybe your hands don't tingle quite as much when you first wake up, or your feet feel slightly more normal when you're walking. These small changes are signs your nerves are waking up and starting to heal themselves. The 3-step healing protocol: form, dose, timing. Weeks 3 and 4 bring more obvious and consistent improvements. The constant tingling starts to quiet down significantly. You can feel textures better when you touch things. Your balance feels steadier when you walk. You're not dropping things as frequently. You feel more confident moving around your house without fear. Months 2 and 3 bring really significant improvement that genuinely changes your daily life. By this point, most patients tell me they feel like a completely different person compared to when they started. The burning is gone or dramatically reduced. The numbness is greatly improved or completely gone. They're doing things they couldn't do before, returning to hobbies they'd given up, participating in activities they'd avoided for months or years. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 67-year-old patient who came to me in tears. She couldn't feel her grandchildren's hands when they held hers, which broke her heart. She was dropping things constantly, glasses, plates, her phone cracked 3 times. She was terrified of losing her independence and becoming a burden on her family. When she walked, she felt unsteady, like she was on a boat. She had already fallen twice in 6 months, once in her kitchen and once in a parking lot. Her daughter had to come over every morning to help her with buttons. Margaret had been a seamstress for 40 years, sewing intricate wedding dresses, and now she couldn't even button her own blouse. She felt embarrassed, frustrated, and heartbroken. Her blood work showed severe B1 deficiency with dangerously low levels. We started her on 300 mg of Benfotiamine daily right away. Within 2 weeks, just 14 days, she could feel a real difference. Her hands felt more alive and responsive. Within 6 weeks, she was buttoning her own shirts again without help. She cried when she told me because such a simple thing that most people never think about meant the world to her. It meant independence and dignity. Within 3 months, she was back to knitting and sewing. She made me a beautiful scarf and said it was her way of thanking me for giving her back her life. But here's the thing, I didn't give her back her life. The B1 did, her body did. All I did was point her in the right direction and give her body what it needed to heal itself naturally. Margaret suffered for 2 years before coming to see me. 2 whole years of struggling unnecessarily. She didn't have to suffer that long, and neither do you. But most people simply don't know about this solution because nobody tells them. Before we wrap up, I need to address 3 critical warnings that could affect your safety. Warning number 1, get proper testing done before you start. If possible, ask your doctor for blood work that includes B1 levels. This confirms whether you're actually deficient and helps you track progress over time. Don't just guess blindly. Get what to expect. Week by week healing timeline tested, so you know your starting point. Warning number 2, certain health conditions require medical supervision. If you have kidney problems or take multiple medications, talk to your doctor first before starting any supplement regimen. For most people, B1 is completely safe and well tolerated with no side effects. But check with your doctor if you have serious health issues just to be safe and responsible. Warning number 3, medication interactions are real and important. If you're taking diabetes medications or diuretics, those can deplete B1 from your body continuously. Your doctor should know you're supplementing so they can monitor your levels and adjust your medications if needed. Some medications and B1 can work against each other if not managed properly. Here's something really important that most people don't realize. B1 works best when combined with other B vitamins, particularly B6 and B12. These vitamins work together as a team, supporting each other and helping each other work more efficiently in your body. Instead of just taking B1 by itself in isolation, consider taking a quality B complex supplement that includes Benfotiamine as the B1 source. Look for one with at least 100 mg growlers of B6 and 1,000 micrograms of B12. This combination is especially powerful for nerve health and gives you the best possible results in the shortest time. Listen, I know what it's like to watch someone struggle with nerve damage. It's heartbreaking to see someone lose their confidence, their independence, their ability to do the things they love. That's why I'm so passionate about spreading this message as widely as possible. You don't have to live with nerve damage. You don't have to accept tingling and numbness as just an inevitable part of getting older. Your body has an incredible ability to heal itself when given the right tools and support. B1 is one of those essential tools that your body needs. Here's your simple action plan moving forward. Week 1, start taking 150 to 300 mg of Benfotiamine daily with breakfast. Don't wait. Start today. Week 2, add a B complex supplement containing Benfotiamine, at least 100 mg of B6 and at least 1,000 micrograms of B12. Take it in the morning with food. Weeks 2 through 4, keep a simple symptom journal. Rate your tingling and numbness on a scale of 1 to 10 each day. This helps you track your progress objectively and stay motivated. Week 4, follow up with your doctor to review your levels and assess your progress with blood work. Bonus tips that will help you succeed. Always take B1 with food containing some healthy fat. Avoid alcohol as much as possible. Critical safety warnings and doctor consultation because it depletes B1. Include B1 rich foods in your diet like whole grains, beans, and lean pork. Stay hydrated with 6 to 8 glasses of water daily to help your body process and use the vitamins effectively. This protocol has helped countless patients reclaim their nerve health and their quality of life. It can help you too if you commit to it consistently. Now, before you go, I want to hear from you. Comment below and tell me, are you experiencing tingling or numbness right now? What symptoms are you dealing with? Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear to finally take action on their own health. If this video helped you understand what's happening to your nerves and gave you a clear path forward, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I create videos like this every week to help you navigate the health challenges that come with aging. Together, we're proving that 60, 70, 80 and beyond can be some of the healthiest, most vibrant years of your life. I'm Dr. Alan Mandel, and remember, your best years don't have to be behind you. With the right knowledge and action, you can reclaim your comfort, your confidence, and your independence. Take care of those nerves starting today by giving them the B1 they're crying out for. And I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care of yourself and remember that your health is in your hands.